by the sound of violence.
What up,
right.
everybody? Welcome back to yet another Sound Violence podcast. However, this is not an actual Sound Violence podcast. We are specifically doing a live stream for our picks because the card this week, we'll get into it in a minute, but I'm Pulver and I'm here with my co-host, Chris Madaffer. Also, I'm a ghost in the spirit of Halloween, according to the fucking video this week. How's it going, bruh?
Not too bad. Yeah, you were going to mention, so today's rare. It's a Wednesday for us, 6 p.m. our time here. But the reason why we're doing this, a quick little preview live stream show, is because the card's at what time, Chris? What time is it on Saturday?
I believe the prelims start at 2 a.m. Here, I'll double check while you're talking, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so for all you night owls, you'll probably love this card. Yeah, or someone who, for some reason, your job entails you to wake up really early, then enjoy the card before work. But, yeah, I'm going to be asleep. At least I hope I am. We're still going to bring you a...
Yeah, it looks like 2 a.m. Pacific on Saturday is when it starts. So normally this would be prime drinking hours for me. However, since it's still fucking sober October. Oh, speaking of which, at the beginning of the episode, you heard me crack an Arizona sweet tea. Because it's fucking sober October, and I have nothing else to drink, so.
I was going to say, that wasn't a can then, right? Was that like a shitty plastic bottle?
Yep. It's literally what it was.
Yeah. That's funny.
You rocking water this week?
Works. Right now, yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah,
you went to Society, though, recently, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just there yesterday.
Everything's still awesome there, I assume?
Yep, everything's still good. What is their new beer? Fuck, I can't remember what it is. I think it's like some new session or some dry hop beer. I can't remember what it was, but it's solid.
Sounds like something they would do.
Yeah, I'm trying to still remember when they're supposed to can all their stuff, because that's supposed to be happening.
It's supposed to be coming up. I know the guy at Preferred Liquors out here in Santee told me that they're moving that direction.
Because I imagine they have to have their own canning machine, right?
They bottled some of their sours and their barrel-aged stuff previously, but that's pretty much all they did, and it was mostly just for sale at the brewery. They just recently started selling it after the buyout, or after one of the owners left. They just recently started selling to liquor stores and stuff. That's why you can see their... God, what sour is that? The Harlot, I think? I think it's the Harlot's their sour.
No, the Harlot's a blonde.
The Heiress, maybe?
The Heiress is a dry hop Czech Pilsner, I think.
That's not it, then.
Yeah.
Brewing bottle. It is... Oh, my God. Why can I not? The Savage was one that's been around. The Swindler was the other one that I was thinking of. Oh, and Highbinder.
Yep, that's it. Highbinder.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen around most often. But anyway, not a beer podcast. Although, God, I wish it was, because then I wouldn't have to do sober fucking October. By the way, I'm not sober for October either. I've been hitting... Actually, I have a new pen this week. I'm rocking the Raw Garden Refined Live Resin cartridge of Berry Punch. 1,000 milligrams of THC, evidently. 87.58%. Boom.
Wait, how much percent? Like, that's the potency? Did you say 87?
Yeah, 87.5 something.
So, like, I take one hit of it, I'm, like, fucking passed out. That's insane. Wow.
Yeah, it's mobile. It's just a mobile dabs, basically. You gotta be real careful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a fucking... Yeah, I would actually probably feel like I'm dying. So, yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
But nice.
Well, now that I hit that, I'm definitely going to be functional for the rest of this. That was a great plan. I always plan this out so well. But we will go ahead and jump into this breakdown here shortly of the UFC Singapore card. I did want to touch on before that, though. There's two fairly decent Bellator cards going on. Bellator 231 and Bellator 232. I feel like it's similar to a lot of their events that they've been doing back-to-back nights of, which if they combine the two of them, they would have one really solid card. But instead they have a card where half the card you are aware of their names, and the other half you're like, I've seen that dude fight twice, but one of them wasn't super not impressive. I believe neither of these are out of the country, which would be nice for once. That means neither's going to be fucking tape delayed. Because otherwise I was about to start rambling about their terrible fucking tape delays that they always have.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, it looks like they're both in Uncasville, Connecticut, actually, back-to-back nights. So, cool. Yeah, that should be a fun one, though. The Bellator card, the first night, it's got some fun fights on it, but it also just has stuff where Jake Hager is fighting. Like, I'm sure Ariel and some other people care. I don't care.
Sure.
He's fighting Anthony Garrett. I don't know much about Anthony Garrett, to be fair, but to be fair, Anthony Garrett's 4-2, so I shouldn't necessarily know much about Anthony Garrett. He's not fought anyone I know the name of. Comes out of Shamrock FC. So, that's a thing that's happening, I guess. But Beck Rawlings is making her MMA return, taking on Ilara Joanne. Whose name I'm probably butchering the fuck out of, but I'm excited to see her back. She should be a lot of fun, and hopefully that one stays on the feet, because it'd be fun to see Beck back in there striking after getting so much time just working on her hands. Ed Ruth taking on Jason Jackson. That should be fun. It's always cool to see an Ed Ruth fight. That dude's impressive as fuck. Phil Davis taking on Carl Albrechtsen. That's actually a dope fight.
I like that.
I'm a big Phil Davis fan, obviously. Shuts out. Being down here in San Diego and whatnot. But cool to see him taking on Albrechtsen, who that's where I know him from his Ryzen fights. Right, he had the loss to Jerry. And then he had a win at Ryzen 15. So that'll be interesting. Big ass dude. 6'2", super long from what I remember. Swedish as hell. Looking all kinds of Swedish in his Topology picture, so that should be interesting. And then Frank Mir's fighting Roy Nelson again. It's happening, so
that's just like something that's just like okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of this other card that's kind of similar. One fight that is Nick Newell is fighting on the card, but one fight that's super dope is Robin van Roosmalen, who's of course the super famous kickboxer, Dutch kickboxer, I believe, who is fought in Glory forever. Is taking on Chris Sunshine Lencioni, or Chris Sunshine Williams, who's out of ATT Portland with Paige and Jake Smith and all those guys. So, or actually, well, I know he part-time trains there because he has his own gym as well. But that'll be an interesting fight. Chris will absolutely dominate if he can get that fight to the ground. But if that fight stays on the feet, Robin van Roosmalen is a bad motherfucker. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. Paul Daly is fighting Sada Wad, which should be dope. I believe that fight actually was supposed to be somebody else, if I remember right. That fight was originally, Sabah Hamasi. And then Sadawad stepped in for it. So, always fun to see Paul Daly fight. And then Rory McDonald, Douglas Lima, the rematch, which I am fucking hyped for. It's a real toss-up between the main event of this and the main event of the UFC card as to which I'm more hyped for. Probably the UFC card, but that's because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Grappling event, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Should
fucking
be.
Maia
I
versus
hope so.
Askren, dude. If they stay on the feet, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Yeah, two of the worst stand-up strikers. That's
God.
entertaining.
To be fair, I don't even think Maia qualifies. There's worse strikers than Maia.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Besides K1 Maia, bro. You can't fucks with that. So anyway, Bellator's got two pretty solid events. Especially if they combined the two of them, they would be extremely solid, but some stuff to keep an eye out on for sure. Then this fucking UFC card that they're burying in the middle of the night in Singapore. Good God, did they not but they are trying to get zero shine off of Ben Askren and Damien Maia at this point.
Yeah, just from what it looks like.
This is just like the most buried fight of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of more or less things like, hey, Ben Askren, welcome to being buried, possibly, if you lose. So we're just giving you some like Maia, who we probably think you should beat. I feel like that, and let's just keep you as a main event.
Yeah,
people know who you are.
It feels like one of those things where no matter what happens in this fight, no one's gonna know about it.
Yeah, like all of a sudden they'll see like on their Instagram feed, oh, whatever wins by this, and we're like, what? Like it's already happening.
Yeah, it's a real tree falls in the forest kind of a fucking situation on this one. So it'll be interesting to see how it's anti-promoted afterwards by Dana White, especially if they stay on the feet. Oh my God, he is going to say so many not nice things, which funny way of promoting, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah,
I'm not the one with rich friends who get me cool places. So anyway, we will go ahead and start on these picks. Chris, why don't you start us off on the bottom of the card here?
Yeah, let's see. Starting off, we have a men's heavyweight bout, or I should say heavyweight bout, between Rafael Pessoa going up against Jeff Hughes. Jeff lights out Hughes. Last time I saw the Brazilian fighter Pessoa. Oh, that's right. He got submitted by a non-submission artist in Cyril Gane, who's also on this card, near the end of the first round. Jeff Hughes, last time I saw him, he lost a split decision, and it was his UFC debut against Maurice Green last March. I don't really know what to expect from this.
You forgot about the fight Jeff Hughes had after that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, this already slipped my mind. It doesn't help that it's in gray. I usually imagine that's just canceled, on this. But, excuse me. The last fight he had, no contest. He accidental eye gouge to the eye of Todd Duffy.
Yep.
Who didn't take... Oh, no, but you're not giving 5 minutes if you get poked in the eye. You're getting 5 minutes if you get kicked in the balls.
Right. Except Herb Dean actually did give him 5 minutes. But, yeah, this is the time where I say the thing I always say about Jeff Hughes, which is he clearly has a swastika that is poorly hidden on his back.
Oh, fuck this guy then. Okay.
So I can't pick Jeff Hughes.
No.
I think, if I'm being honest, I think Jeff Hughes probably wins this fight, but I can't pick Jeff Hughes because he has a... We'll pretend like it's hidden. We'll pretend like it's covered, but it's not covered, bro. And so can't fucks with you. Also, doesn't he have something German on his chest?
Oh, like the eagle, the Iron Eagle, where the fuck it is? I don't know.
He has like Nampfer or something on his chest.
I don't want to know what that means translated. So.
I don't either, but if you have German on your chest and a swastika on your back, I can't fucks with you, bro.
Maybe he should fight Greg Hardy. The two shitheads fighting each other, but then again, I'd want them to get double knocked out.
Wait, who should he fight? I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Who's that? Sorry, guys. I was talking about Dan Hardy had a really good breakdown a couple weeks ago.
He often does.
Yeah. Anyways, the odds on that...
Yeah, I guess I have Pessoa via... sub, I guess. That seems like a bad pick. Knockout, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to go knockout. Jeff Hughes is a minus 238 to plus 192.
Yeah.
Take that as you will.
That line seems correct. Can't fucks with you, Jeff Hughes.
This next fight we have is marketable on the side of the Russian fighter Alexandra Albu, or Albuti, whatever you want to call her. And I think this is the flag of Singapore going up against Loma Lukbunmi. I probably said it totally wrong.
I think you actually nailed that.
Okay. Let's see. I totally read it as like look at me because all I said was look and then something on me, but I don't think that'd be someone's last name. That'd be kind of interesting, though, if it was.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, if I remember right, from the Invicta fight that she had against Monique Azevedo.
Oh, and real quick, I just noticed, Tiger Muay Thai, clearly by the rash guard that she's wearing, but I noticed they literally took the Cincinnati Bengals logo and kind of, drew it differently. I swear to you.
That's
it maybe not, but it looks very similar. But they're okay because it's not identical. Unless it was like the Washington Redskins, that's public trade. You can actually have that, but it doesn't matter.
Trade that you could have, but do not want.
Probably shouldn't.
Yes.
Alexandra Albu, last time we saw her, she got submitted via rear naked choke by Emily Whitmire. last February at the beginning of the first round. It's pretty quick. Loma, last time we saw her, this was an Invicta. She won a unanimous decision over Monique Adriane Azevedo, which was last June 7th. Okay, nice. So she's probably had a good time in the summer to train. I imagine she anticipated going to the UFC. Holy shit, though, she is a former atomweight who's 5'1".
Yeah, she's real little.
Okay, but I don't really have any faith in Alexandra Albu. She got submitted by Whitmer, who's not as small as Loma, but yeah, if you're getting rear naked choked in the first round, it's not good.
Yeah,
and in a minute.
They have the same size reach, and Albu has 1 inch on her. So while I think Loma will be like skinnier for sure, I don't think there's gonna be like a crazy size difference.
Yeah, this might be competitive, but I think I'm gonna go with the hometown hero and Loma via like decision.
Yeah, I have the same thing. The problem I have with this fight is that Loma was...
Wait, is he? I mean, I think I might be being an asshole. I'm assuming this is a Singapore flag. I'm probably way wrong.
Here, let me look.
I have no idea what the Singapore flag looks like.
It is Thailand.
Is it Thai? Oh, it's Thailand. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, apologies to Loma, the Thai fighter, not the Singapore fighter. Now I know. I will never forget the Thailand flag.
Yeah, it makes sense because I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure her name is the name of a Thai stadium.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. That's how that normally works. Anyway, Loma looked good in her fight in Invicta. Really low output, but to be fair, she's a bit of a counterpuncher or a counter fighter in general, and her opponent was not doing a ton, so it leads to that kind of fight a lot of times. Shouts out to the 125-pound champ in the women's division.
Yeah.
I don't know. If Albu can get it to the ground, it might be interesting. But Loma's top game actually looked really good in her last fight. She got a couple really solid trips from the clinch and throws from the clinch and just was pretty heavy on top for as long as she wanted to be there until she backed out. So that's something to keep an eye on. Albu does get stuck on bottom pretty consistently. I think Yoder was it Yoder? Curran. Somebody got her down. Oh, Whitmire's what I'm thinking. Whitmire got her down like pretty early and pretty easily. So something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I gotta go Loma by decision just off of striking accuracy alone.
And for those who might not have been paying attention or just tuned in, we're not talking about Vasily Lomachenko. We're talking about women's strawweight fighter Loma Lookboonmee.
Yep.
So, yeah, big difference. Anyways, the odds, Loma is a -114 to a -105 slight favorite over Albu.
Yeah, they're both pretty early in their career. And Albu's been having big layoffs as well, so it's hard to tell. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell by her Instagram page about her layoffs, but either way, this next fight
is more her lay-ons, you know what I'm
saying? I get what you're serving up. What the fuck? Whoa, buddy. Dog just smashed his head into the door. Okay, hope he's okay. Maurice Green, this is a heavyweight bout. American fighter Maurice Green going up against Russian Sergey Pavlovich. Last time we saw Sergey Pavlovich, he defeated Marcelo Gome rather quickly via punches in the first round. Yeah, it looked really bad. Maurice Green, last time we saw him, dude, this guy used to be like a light heavyweight. He's moving up. He looks pretty skinny. At least his frame does.
Who? Pavlovich?
Green.
No. Green's pretty fucking big.
Oh,
dude.
Wait, he's just fucking tall as shit. Yeah, never mind. That checks out. I was imagining looking at someone who's like 6'2", and he's like wearing like a skinny short, like a long sleeve. Okay, never mind. Checks out. You're 6 foot goddamn 7.
Yeah, shorter reach though than Sergey somehow.
Huh? Wait, Sergey? How tall is Sergey?
6'3", but he has a 2-inch longer
84.
Reach. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this guy got long arms.
Yeah.
Maurice Green, we saw him defeat a baby in Junior Albino in the first round last June 29th. I imagine this might be competitive, but I hold more credit in Pavlovich destroying Marcelo Gome quicker than Maurice Green beating up Albini.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to lean Pavlovich here, and it's heavyweight, so I'm going TKO probably second.
Yeah, I think that's a smart pick. I'm going real similar. Mostly, I'm not convinced that Maurice Green isn't going to end up on the ground in this fight on his back. Sergey Pavlovich he has a Greco background, if I remember right, and he in general is just a tough fucking out. And he's well rounded. He moves well. Maurice Green has really been on his like John Jones shit lately, with just a lot of those long front kicks and mostly working behind a kicking game and a jab, which I think will get him real fucking far in this division. It could definitely give Sergey problems over time. I just don't know that he can shut down enough the grappling or keep Sergey off of him enough to win 2 rounds like that. So, yeah, I'm going Sergey. Decision, probably.
Okay.
I just feel like
see that.
Maurice is going to try not to engage in crazy brawls I think he's going to try and evade enough to where it'll probably end up tiring both of them out by the end of the first round. And then the other 2 will be real ugly because it's heavyweight.
The odds on that, for those who care, Pavlovich is minus 238 to a plus 183 of Maurice Green. Moving on, we have a men's featherweight bout between Enrique Barsola going up against Russian fighter Movsar Evlev. Evlev?
Yeah, Evlev.
Evlev, who is 11-0. Enrique Barsola, last time we saw him, he won a split decision against Bobby Moffitt just this past August 10th. And Movsar Evlev, last time we saw him, he made his UFC debut against Sung Woo Choi. He won via unanimous decision last April 20th. So he hasn't fought since the spring. Yeah, he's got a lot of finishes. Head kicks, punches, rear naked chokes against a bunch of Russians.
Yeah, he did real well in M1 Challenge back in the day.
I like Barsola, though. He's an AKA. He's scrappy.
Yep. He will just chase dudes down and make it ugly.
I think I'm going to go... This is going to go to a decision for sure. I think I'm going to stick with Barsola here. I think it was probably like the first real test for Evlev, but then I could be a little ignorant in that. But my gut says to call it for Barsola via decision. What about you?
I'm going to go Evlev via decision, but kind of for similar reasons. I don't know. I think this is definitely the first test for Evlev. I just don't know that Enrique Barzola is going to be the guy to not just get stuck on the cage and end up losing a lot of exchanges just on hand speed alone. I feel like Enrique he will absolutely make shit ugly, but he also tires himself out a lot doing it. And I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with the speed of Evlev or just the wrestling of Evlev. Dude is super grimy and will just get in people's face. Enrique Barzola got stuck in the cage quite a bit against Moffitt, if I remember right. So, yeah, I'm leaning Evlev, but I could see it going either way. It's definitely a big step up for him.
And the odds for those curious, Evlev is a minus 189 to a plus 156 of Barsola. Take that as you will. This next fight is a men's lightweight bout between, I think this is Kyrgyzstan, where Shevchenko's from, but I'm probably wrong. Rafael Fiziev going up against Alex White.
By the way, you nailed it. Totally Kyrgyzstan.
Okay, cool. I just remember Valentina always wears that flag after every fight. I'm like, okay, yeah. It's like that giant sun-looking thing and the red flag or something. Or what is that? I can't really tell. Or it looks. I think it's a phoenix. I think. Anyways, last time we saw Fiziev. Oh, gee. Okay, wow. He lost to Magomed Mustafayev. Spinning back kick and punches. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild fight for as long as it lasted. Both dudes were throwing pretty hard, and he just clipped him.
Okay, so this dude is not afraid to brawl. Alex White, last time I saw him, he won a decision against Dan Moret, I think it's Moret, last March 9th. Before that, he lost to Jim Miller and James Krause. I like Alex White. I've seen him fight. But I kind of feel like this shit-eating wild man, Fiziev's going to just throw some crazy shit at him. He's a Tiger Muay Thai, according to this. He's training out of Thailand.
Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah, I got to go with this guy, the Kyrgyzstani guy.
Yeah, a lot of Tiger Muay Thai people on this card, and I am leaning on quite.
I like what college he went to, too. It says Kyrgyzstan Police Academy, so he's a police officer. He used to be.
Yeah, I saw it. The next Crow Cop, maybe? I don't think so. But, yeah, no, he's a tough fucking out, and dude definitely hits hard and is super powerful. It'll be interesting to see if this fight starts going late, what he looks like, because he has had a lot of early finishes, almost all early finishes, except for one decision that he lost. So I bet if this fight starts getting late into the second round, it could get interesting. But I'm going to take Fiziev probably early, probably via TKO in the first. Yeah,
that's probably what I'm going to go with, too. I'm going to go with that as well. The odds say here, Fiziev is a minus 208 to a plus 170 of Alex White. So take that as you will. Next up, we have a women's strawweight bout between Canadian Randa Marcos going up against American Ashley Yoder, both veterans of the division. Randa Marcos, last time we saw her, she had a unanimous decision.
Terrible.
She had a loss to Claudia Gadelha. Yeah, I actually didn't catch this fight, but I remember the reaction to it is that it was a shit fight.
She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
Like, she just stood there?
Pot-shotted from range and lost rounds. That's all she did. And punched a lot of air for the a couple strikes she did throw. It was super frustrating.
What are you going to do? Ashley Yoder is on a 2-fight win streak. Last time we saw her, well, she's supposed to fight Yan Xiaonan last October. Or no, this date, this Saturday date. I'm stupid. That's originally supposed to fight, but I think she pulled out or got hurt. Yeah. So now Marcos is in. But she defeated Suri Kondo in her last outing, if I could talk, June 22nd. Via unanimous decision. Well, I'm going to just go with momentum here. I'm going to go with Yoder via decision. If, like you described, Marcos is not doing anything, I don't think she's really going to be able to pot shot at Yoder. Yoder's just going to pretty much try to just get that single leg and just kind of just shoulder her way down with a trip and just try to get her back. Or at least just kind of grind her out.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that Yoder's going to try and push the grappling. I think that might be trouble for her, though. She slowed down a lot in her last fight against, who was it, Kondo? After the first set of grappling exchanges, when she was on top the whole first round, she was pretty slow towards the end of that first, beginning of the second. Which I think Randa Marcos can easily just wrestle the entire 3 rounds and have no problem doing it. Randa does also just get, sometimes make weird decisions and get stuck on bottom. Oh, God, I guess I'm taking Randa Marcos to win this just off of cardio and the fact that she does well when people bring grappling exchanges to her generally. But, man, yeah, not confident in the least. Because Randa, I perpetually pick Randa fights the wrong way every fucking time. It's real frustrating. I think I got the Nina Ansaroff fight right, but that one was real not hard to figure out. So. Okay.
Well, maybe it's time to break that trend.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I don't have any faith that I'm going to, but we'll see.
The odds are Marcos at a minus 159 to a plus 132 over Ashley Yoder. Yeah. Take that as you will. This next fight is a men's welterweight bout. Oh, it's all formatted weird here. Between Russian, the king of kung fu, Muslim Salikov, whose picture is always hilarious.
So
on tap. Yeah, it's great. And it's like, hey, put boxing gloves on me. Let me look like fucking Jake LaMotta.
Yeah, exactly. It hell looks like a B character in the background, a raging bull.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you sure you do not want to spar?
Right.
And Jake LaMotta's like, no, I need to go hit my wife again because I'm a great person. Anyways, Laureano Staropoli, the Argentinian, is who he's fighting. Last time we saw Muslim Salikov, he knocked out Nordine Taleb with an overhand right at the end of the first round last September 7th. Oh, that was on the Habib Poirier pay-per-view. Okay,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah, he smashed
Nice.
him as he was circling. He circled into the right hand. It was nasty.
And Staropoli, last time we saw him, he won a unanimous decision over Thiago Alves last May. Has Staropoli ever been knocked out? Yes, he has, but that was in Punishers 4, which was, 6 years ago. So,
Ooh, man, there's some good names that he fought for. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Muslim Salyakov, but Staropoli
Yeah.
also fought for some great Spanish names.
Yeah.
2K9 Unlimited was my favorite video game back in the day.
do Bullet Fly.
But yeah, Bullet Fly is also one of my favorites.
I like
Fucking
Punishers,
so
like plural.
good. I like Superstar Fight 3.
China Regional. Yeah.
some of these are
I'm
really
going to go
good.
Muslim Salikov.
Yeah, me too. I think this is gonna be a crazy fucking fight for as long as it lasts. I'm real high on Muslim Salikov.
I think I'm going to go late TKO. I'm going to go the rare third round TKO. I think it's going to be a banger for the first 2 rounds, and he'll just crack Staropoli with something in the beginning of the third. Unless it's just a battle of attrition and no one wants to give up, then we're in for a hell of a fight. But
Yeah, it should be pretty wild for as long as it lasts, for sure. I think I'm gonna go Salyakov TKO in the first. It's either first or second. It just depends on how quick one of them is able to catch the other, and I think they're gonna come out and pretty much brawl. I think Staropoli's gonna force that because it's kind of what he does. Because he's just a goddamn wild man. So yeah, I'm gonna go Salyakov TKO in the first. I gotta imagine
like
he's
it.
a pretty big favorite, right? Not like pretty big, like 160 or 170.
looks like he's a minus 185 to a plus
Okay.
152 over Staropoli.
Yeah, I figured he was going to be wider than I think he should be. Because I think this is just going to come down to who lands first. Like, they're both going to just throw heaters, so.
Okay, this brings us to a men's heavyweight bout. I'm excited for this one, or I'm excited to rewatch it when I'm
Yeah.
awake.
Hey, look, it's a
Frenchman-
fucking heavyweight to get excited about. Haven't seen one of
Yay!
those fighting
Frenchman
time
Cyril
recently.
Gane. I think it's Gane or Gane. I'm bad at French pronunciations. Bon Gamin, is that his nickname? I never took French. He's going up against American fighter Dontail Mays, also known as Kong. Last time we saw Cyril Gane, he very impressively arm triangle choked Rafael Pessoa. And I'm pretty sure Gane is a boxer, which is crazy. And yeah, he trains it, because that's where he has a house there still. He still trains there from time to time. So
Yeah, from what
I would
understand,
not
he's
want to
probably
be.
training there.
He's what?
From what I understand, he's training there more. Because I think
Okay.
that's where he trained for his
Yeah.
last fight.
Either way, I would not want to be the guy that has to stop Gane and Ngannou from sparring. Fuck that. Dude's probably shocking the whole fucking gym when they punch each other. Dontail Mays. Okay, he was a Contender Series. This is his formal UFC debut. Looks like he knocked out some dude. Oh, wow, walk-off knockout. 459 of the first round. Left cross to ground and pound. That's always impressive and exciting. I think I'm still going to go Cyril Gane. This guy's been impressive as fuck. I know he's only 4-0. Hell, it's a heavyweight fight, though. Dontail Mays could kind of show us what he's all about again. So we'll just have to see. But I think I'm going to go Cyril Gane in this one.
You got a method on that?
Yeah, I'm going to go... I'm going to go knock TKO second round.
Yeah, I'm actually leaning the exact same thing. Mostly because two things I think are going to be big problems for Mays in this fight. Number one, he ate a fuckload of damage to the leg against Purcell. And I think that's going to be a big problem against Gane. And then he also gasped pretty hard towards the end of the first round, towards the middle of the first round. before getting that knockout when he was pretty goddamn tired. And I just think Gane is going to be way more athletic and way quicker. And I think if he throws any calf kicks, he's going to win this fight, I would assume. So, yeah, I'm going Gane TKO second.
The odds on that, for those who are curious, Gane is a minus 345 to a plus 270 of Don'Tale Mayes. Take that as you will. Next up, we have veteran of the Octagon, Beneil Dariush, an American lightweight fighter who represents Syria, which I believe is like in between Syria and Iran, but I'm not that great with geography.
I'm not gonna comment.
So he's going up against Guamanian fighter Frank Camacho, or as I like to call him, Hector Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho, for those who like the movie Idiocracy. Great movie. Last time we saw Beneil Dariush, he armbarred Drew Dober.
Yeah,
impressive victory.
After getting lit up the entire time, he got armbarred.
That was this past March. Before that, he had a bout for July 13th, which was canceled. He was supposed to fight Drakkar Klose. Frank Camacho, last time we saw him, he knocked out Nick Hein at the very end of the second round. Past June. Well, Camacho's fought some killers too. He fought Jangalang. He fought Drew Dober, Jeff Neal. Damian Brown is always game. Beneil Dariush. Yeah, this is kind of close to call. I know Dariush has been chinny as of late, and Camacho throws really fucking hard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't necessarily even been chinny because he took a lot of big shots from Drew Dober and were able to survive him.
Yeah,
but he's getting wobbled a lot.
I think I like Dariush in this though, because if I recall correctly, he's very good. I think, wasn't he NCAA? At least qualifier, I think, growing up.
I don't remember, but yeah, he has super high level grappling all around.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with him via, decision. I think he's going to take Camacho down quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the same way. Yeah, it's hard unless Frank Camacho can catch him and just kind of get Beneil to shell up and start taking shots. I think it's going to be tough. If Camacho goes to the body, that could be interesting too, just because Beneil has a tendency to kind of just shell up top. But I just think Beneil, is going to be able to make him work too much, so I'm going the same way, decision.
I like it. The odds for this one, Dariush is a minus 154 to a plus 130 of Frank Camacho. Take that as you will. Up next is another men's lightweight bout between two guys that, I mean, they both had some promise. Michael Johnson used to be top 5 once
to be fair,
upon a
Michael
time.
Johnson was doing real good against Josh Thompson up until he died.
And he has a win over Tony Ferguson, if I recall correctly.
He wins over a lot of dudes. Michael Johnson is low-key one of the better 155ers ever.
I mean, you could take, with what Kevin Lee said, had 30 fights, ain't killed a motherfucker, lost half of them, ain't killed a motherfucker yet, sure, but he's still dangerous in the octagon. His hand speed is still ridiculous. He has decent boxing. Just can't really, and that's, by the way, why I'm taking him over Stevie Ray Vaughan. No disrespect to Stevie Ray. The guy's a tough son of a gun. He's a tough out. Really good durability. Last time he's in the octagon, he got knocked out in the middle of the first round to Leonardo Santos, who I think is a grappler.
That was a bad one, too.
Yeah, I got Michael Johnson via knockout in this one, 100%. I'm thinking first round, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm going the same way. It was, 4 months ago when he took that knockout loss to Santos? And if it's the one I'm thinking of, it was pretty goddamn rough. So that definitely, here comes Sheamus. Fucking clip-clopping all over the place. Yeah.
Mr. Pitter-patter himself.
For real. You hear fucking his sister sniffing under the door like a goddamn cokehead.
Tilly?
Yeah, that fucking dog. God damn. There's a reason why I got a painting of her done but it's her as Griselda Blanca, the fucking chick from Cocaine Cowboys, who was just like evil as shit. Long story.
That checks out.
Yeah, that fucking dog terrorizes me. I wake up with nightmares of that motherfucker. But yeah, I'm going Michael Johnson via knockout in the first. I just think he hits too hard, and it's a tough out for Stevie Ray unless he's able to just pick him apart from the outside and kind of get deep into rounds against Michael Johnson. I think he's gonna have a ton of fucking trouble. So yeah, I'm going Michael probably TKO early.
And the odds for those curious, Michael Johnson's a -323 to a +253 of Stevie Ray.
Yep.
Sounds about right to me. This brings us to the main event of the evening, which a lot of you won't see live unless you're a night owl or you are under the influence of substances.
If you're on the East Coast, it's almost manageable. But I think the main card on the East Coast starts at 8 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people on the, early birds will see it for sure.
Yeah. So it'll be. I will end up catching it probably.
This is a grappling event, is what I would describe the main event as. You got Damien Maia going up against Ben Askren. Damien Maia, last time we saw him, I don't even remember the last time we saw him, unfortunately. Oh yeah, he wanted a majority decision over Anthony Rocco Martin's life.
That was life with an L, not wife with a W, by the way. Anyone listening.
Life with an L, yeah.
Because Anthony Rocco Martin, for those who don't know, is, of course, dating...
Kayla Harrison?
Kayla Harrison, thank you.
Yeah.
Who, if you guys... did you see the thing going around about her saying she's funnier than Brendan Schaub?
No. But
she said she's funnier than Brendan Schaub, which Judo Bill brings up a very good point that it's Brendan Schaub. But the problem is, Kayla Harrison, if you guys remember, which I think we tweeted out at one point, was also the person who wrote the terrible "You're not in Kansas anymore" joke for Anthony Rocco Martin after he won his last fight against Sergio Moraes. That was fucking awful. And she then felt the need to apologize afterwards in a scrum. So, maybe not funnier than Brendan Schaub.
Wasn't she also one that was crying because even though she won, she's like, it went to decision?
She seems like she has got a lot going on.
Sounds like Rhonda.
Yeah. Let's keep on moving.
Moving on. This either goes. I swear this is the only way this. I already have my pick. I'm so
excited for this fight.
I have my pick, but this is how it goes. If Maia wins, it's because his shitty striking is just a little bit better than Askren's, and he just jabs him to death from distance, and that's all he can do, and maybe defend a takedown. However, what's really going to happen is Ben Askren's going to wrestle fuck him for about 5 rounds, and it's going to be just like that. I mean, look at the past couple wrestlers Maia's fought. The script is out there for Askren. If he doesn't win this, that's not good for him. This is, I think, one of his absolute most winnable fight. Probably one of the, as far as the whole welterweight division. Like, come on, dude. You saw what Woodley did, Colby did, Usman did. You're probably just as good, if not better, than all those guys at wrestling, at least in the pure wrestling aspect. Not saying ground and pound, but I got Askren 100% via wrestle fuck decision. If he doesn't win this, he's going to have to reevaluate something in his camp. That's all I got. I think it's pretty clear cut.
So, yeah, I'm going the same way. Here's an interesting thing. So, first off, Maia, I think, has an absolute chance on the feet. I think people sleep on Maia. 100%. Maia's striking is actually way better. As far as levels of striking go, Maia is way ahead of Askren as far as striking. And it's not like Askren has a crazy athletic advantage or speed advantage, I would imagine. But 100% Askren's going to end up on top during this fight. I don't know that Maia is going to get back up from bottom. And Maia's last win from a sub off the bottom was Chael Sonnen in 2009. Maia doesn't generally sub people off his back. It's not really his game. His game is mostly top pressure or working.
Yeah, he sinks in the rear naked.
Yeah, or working a deep half and trying to get to your back.
Yeah.
I think all of that is going to be probably rough against Ben Askren. What'll be interesting is in clinch exchanges against the cage. I think it'll be interesting to see if at all Damien Maia is able to even at a little bit work towards Askren's back in any of those or in weird scrambles. But Ben Askren was also the person who game planned or who helped game plan Tyron Woodley against Damien Maia with you just shut down the single leg to half guard, which is what his go-to is almost every time. And you just have to sprawl at an angle and not let him get under you with the half guard. And dude's pretty much just replicated that over and over again. And I think Askren's probably going to do it. I just hope this fight goes to the ground. That's all I want out of this fight.
Oh, no, I don't want to see this on the feet.
So, I'm really excited for it, though. I could be totally wrong. This is so many levels above my grappling knowledge that I absolutely would love to be wrong on this shit. I have a feeling, though, this might be one of those things where Shawnee Podcast, Sean Sheehan, ends up talking about next week on Severe MMA, how jiu-jitsu doesn't work in high-level MMA. I feel like this is going to be one of those things. So, maybe something to keep an eye out for.
And then to cap that off, the odds are Askren is a minus 179 to a plus 148. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I could see those odds. I'm surprised they're not a little closer.
Yeah.
Cool,
Anyways,
man.
that's all I got for this
Cool.
quick preview of UFC Singapore, or also known as on ESPN Plus 20.
I believe so. So it should be an interesting one for sure. But we will be back. I think we're planning on Sunday is what we're shooting for. Hopefully,
Yep.
Do a full. Since right now we're doing this Wednesday night. There's like I've listened to maybe 6 or 7 No, that's not true. Probably listened to 8 or 9 podcasts, but none of them are can't catches or can't misses for me yet. I don't think. I might have a skip. It's really riding the line when you have full segments devoted to fucking WWE wrestlers. I'm sorry, to a fucking professional boxer and a WWE wrestler that's a goddamn pre-taped segment, and then you play segments for your segments for the next week, except those segment clips are just all audio of music and nothing that you can actually hear on a pod. Okay, you know what? That is going to be a skip for me. So I do have a skip that's going to come up on Sunday. Yeah, fucking skip. But, yeah, we will be back to do that show, and we'll also do a quick recap of this Singapore card as well. So keep an eye out for that. I think this is just going to be on our YouTube channel, so appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe and all that shit. You go to thesoundofviolence.com, and we have links to the podcast, which should be available pretty much everywhere you listen to them. And that's all I got. Chris, anything else you want to shout out?
That's it for me at the moment. No, that's all I got. I was trying to make some stupid joke, and it's not gonna work. So that's all I got.
Sweet. Well, on that note, I am gonna hit this vape pen, and we are out of here. Go do something decadent, and we will see y'all on Sunday. Light.
Liked by the sound of violence.